You know, at any time of the day, whether it be morning, evening, or the afternoon, my favorite beverage of the day is coffee. And let's take a look at how I like that beautiful nectar of the gods. Now you have several options when making coffee. You can use a drip machine, you can use an espresso machine, you can even use those funky little packets that make 1 cup of coffee, or God forbid, you can use instant. But my personal preference are to use these things: coffee presses, cafetières, meliors, coffee plungers if you will. They make the absolute best coffee you'll ever have. And the reason that they are better than your average drip machine is because a drip machine takes the essential oils that are part of the coffee making process and filters them through the wire or the paper filter. A coffee press uses this metallic mesh to push the grounds through the water during the brewing process and retains those beautiful essential oils. It recalls and retains a better, more flavorful brewing product. Now when selecting your coffee press, you actually have a lot of different kinds to choose from. They come in ranges of sizes, also whether they're stainless steel, but the most common that you'll find are made by Bodum and are either plastic or glass. Now I certainly recommend having a couple on hand, and recommend actually that you get one of each, a plastic and a glass one. The reason being is if you really love coffee, and let's just face it, you should, you can take your coffee and your plastic coffee press with you on your way around the world, whether it be traveling within the United States or overseas, to make fresh pressed coffee in your hotel room. Now there's all kinds of coffees you can use when you make French press coffee. You can use mild coffee, medium, or even really bold tasting coffee. It's going to taste better in a coffee press than if you actually made it with a drip brew machine. Now that being said, a lot of people get confused as to what kind of coffee you need to use in a coffee press. Ideally, you should grind your beans just before making your coffee and grind them to what's called a coarse grind. Now, if you don't have a coffee grinder, no worries. The metal mesh is so good at eliminating coffee grounds that you can even go to your store and use coffee made for drip brew machines. Simply take your coffee and pour it into the coffee machine, or coffee plunger here. Now, depending on how strong you like your coffee, you can add it as much or as little as you like. Now when making your coffee, you want to use water just off the boil. Now you can even use an electric kettle, a tea kettle, and a stove, or if you have one of these, a water cooler inside your house with a hot water feature, your hot water is already ready for you and you can put it right into your coffee press. Then simply cover and wait 4 minutes. Now 4 minutes have passed and now we're ready to plunge the coffee. Now you can see all the grounds are up here and how the beverage is a light brown color. Now as we press through, it moves all the grounds down and the coffee becomes darker in color. So there you have it, a great way to make a cup of coffee. That is heaven. Now for some strange reason, not everyone likes coffee. They like tea, and a coffee press is actually fantastic for making loose leaf tea. Again, simply place your loose leaf tea into your coffee press and add water for off boil. Now you may need to steep this maybe 10-15 minutes depending on the types of tea that you use,
Always pay attention to that, but I guarantee you, you'll have some great tea. Now once your tea is steeped, go ahead and plunge it. As you can see, it moves all the leaves down to the bottom and stops the brewing process. Now with these types of lids, you do have the grates in the front you have to swivel around too, but then simply pour your tea into your glass and enjoy. Now whether you like coffee or tea, I hope you have found this introduction to the French press helpful. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.